Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the CRL8010GE. This is an adjustable side-load threshold mount bottom pivot set is what this is. It's definitely a bottom pivot set, bottom pivot only. I'm not sure about it being side load though, because side load to me means that when you connect the bottom door portion to the floor portion, you're going to connect it through the side or the end of the door, and this does not allow that. You have to literally lift the door and place it on the bottom stud in order to install it. It does have a couple of other features, but let's get to it. First of all, there's a link below this video to a document called Installation Instructions. Very simple and straightforward. They tell you to mount the door rail, the bottom door plate to your bottom rail. They are telling you to locate it the center of the bearing retainer 2 5/8 from the hinge edge, not including any weather stripping. From the edge of the door to the vertical line of pivoting is 2 5/8. You're going to have to drill a 3/8 of an inch hole at 1 1/16 inch up from the bottom in the center of the door for the height adjustment screw. That's there as well. You will, if it was me, I would install, what they tell you to do is drill and tap holes here for these two slotted preparations. If it was me, I would do one probably here slotted. I would make sure to get all of my adjustments set. Then I would drill and tap a permanent hole here, and that fixed hole is what's going to do a much better job at preventing that from moving laterally at all. That's what I would do. But those slotted holes are there for you to drill and tap, loosen the screw, you can make your adjustments, then tighten them down. That's what the point is. I would do that on one and use the fixed hole for the other is what I would do. This is a threshold mount. So after the bottom door rail discussion, they basically tell you that you have a 1/4 inch height adjustment, okay, which is via this screw. And as you turn that clockwise or counterclockwise via this plate that's going to move, as I move that, it's going to draw the bottom bearing up and down. And they say that you've got a 1/4 inch adjustment. And that is via the threshold stud that's going to fit into that. So you can draw that up and down up to a 1/4 inch. And that hole that you've drilled in the edge of the door is how you accomplish that. This is a threshold mount. And then you skip over the floor mount right down to the threshold mount, which basically means you're going to drill a hole. You're going to remove the threshold. If it's a new installation, you're going to drill a hole for this at the proper vertical distance over, and they are telling you at 2 3/4 inch from the center line of the hole to the end of the threshold. Earlier we said 2 5/8 from the edge of the door to the vertical center line of the spindle. That accounts for that 1/8 of an inch margin between the end of the door, edge of the door, and the jamb. You've got a star washer that will go down as well, and this will be literally bolted down to your threshold, just like this. This is attached to the door. It sits right on top of here. You adjust it accordingly. Those two screws and star washers are included for getting that down to the door itself. And at that point, there's nothing else on the installation instructions whatsoever. We've covered all of it. There is information below this video to the in the extended description for use with 1 1/2 inch deep bottom door rail applications. So what that means is the bottom of your door has to be 1 1/2 inches to accommodate this. 3/16 height adjustment. The installation instructions say a 1/4 inch. My adjustments tell me, even though I didn't measure it, is that it's probably 3/16 would be my guess, which should be more than adequate. GE type for use with side load arms. It mounts to the threshold that is intended for use with side load installations. Side load installation might be a reference to, well, I just don't know, because the bottom pivot isn't going to require that you load it through the end of the channel. Door, set it down on the spindle, tip it in, well, when it's at 90 degree, and then you can adjust your top pivot to draw the pin down to lock the door in place. Okay. Maximum weight capacity is 150 pounds, which should be well within the scope of pretty much any aluminum door that you're going to do. There is a link below this video to a document called Product Information, which is the installation instructions, which I'm just discovering now. Finally, there's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page within our website where you can review not only all of the C.R. Lawrence products that we sell, but a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to their full-line catalog. But when it comes to C.R. Lawrence, there are a dozen or more full-line catalogs. And what we've done at the top there is just link to those primary top-level categories, rather than one book that would be thicker than the width of a common steel door. It would be large. As you can see from those top-level categories, you're dealing with architectural metals, commercial hardware, door and window applications like weather stripping, shower door hardware. They'll do aluminum storefront material as well, a comprehensive offering of material. If you have any questions on the CR Lawrence CRL8010GE bottom threshold mount pivot or any other CR Lawrence product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.